Hey, welcome to the Fanzeal Week in Review. I'm Justin Simon. That's Brandon Boykin. We appreciate you joining us. A lot happened this week in sports. There were upsets, there were new contracts, the NFL season started, college football games really started kicking into gear, the Major League Baseball playoff picture is starting to take shape. It's a great week to be in sports.
Yes, it is. There's a lot going on.
But the one story that is dominating more than anything else this week, and it was going to be the Patriots, and it was going to be the NFL kicking off, but on Friday, Serena Williams lost her chance to win the calendar Grand Slam, losing to a woman that most people have never heard of, won't remember, and won't even think about next month.
No. This is going to be the next question on your Trivial Pursuit that no one is ever going to guess. I'm heartbroken for Serena because she's fine, and Lord knows I love me some Serena. Call me. You got my number, my Twitter. But I'm also heartbroken that I didn't go to Vegas and play the line. 300-1 odds.
Yep, you drop a C note on that, and all of a sudden you're living pretty for Vegas.
Man,
nice weekend.
Oh yeah, that's some nice coin there.
You know, it's amazing the impact that this loss is going to have. It's not just losing a single match. This is going to reverberate through women's tennis, because if she wins this Grand Slam, she now becomes one of the greatest players in history, and you could argue she is already, but now she's sitting on a title that nobody can take away from her. I mean, she had something like 33 straight Grand Slam wins, 2 more, and she completes the Grand Slam victory. It's sad. It's disappointing for sports fans, it's disappointing for tennis fans, and I'm certain it's disappointing for Serena.
Yeah, I know. Like a lot of people, I think we pretty much assumed once she pretty much got past her sister that it was a foregone conclusion that she was going to win the whole thing. And I don't know if the whole media thing has gotten in her head, because I saw the last press conference and everybody
was snappy.
Oh yeah, she was not a happy woman. But I just think she got in her own head, and it's sad because she's such a great player. And to get that close, and I think she's going to come back. I think she's going to recover just fine. I actually think she's going to come back and dominate once again.
Oh, she's going to be angry.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to piss that girl off.
She's going to be angry. You know who else was angry? Tom Brady. And he showed it playing the Steelers on Thursday night. The NFL season kicked off, but of course the Patriots are involved, so it couldn't happen without controversy. For the first half on Thursday Night Football, the Pittsburgh Steelers couldn't access and couldn't hear their own coaches because the Patriots radio broadcast was playing in their ears. Every time something happens in football, it seems the Patriots are involved. Deflategate, Spygate, the recent ESPN reports that there's even more rampant cheating, that there's a lot of teams through the league that don't trust the Patriots, that when they go to Foxborough, when they go to Gillette Stadium, they won't let the Patriots in their locker room. They clean out the trash in their hotels. Look, I'm a Boston guy. I love the Patriots. But you can't, at some point, smoke fire.
Yeah, although the league did later come out after the game and they did take blame for the issues that happened, because the NFL, they are the ones that control the equipment. But it does seem just a little shady, and especially for the first game of the season. Although good old Roger wasn't there, so. What can he really say?
I love the chant starting in the middle of the game, "Where is Roger?" I mean, the Patriots fans, well, he was right not to be there, but it'll be interesting. I bet he will be in New York this year, and I'm sure he will be at a Giants game where he will get to see Eli Manning, quarterback. Now, I know you love this story. You've been ranting about quarterback salaries for months, and this week it comes out that Eli Manning signs a 4-year, $84 million contract with $65 million guaranteed. I'll let you take this one.
New York, really? What are you guys doing? That's elite quarterback money. Not Eli, elite. The guy doesn't look like he can spell his first name. He's not a leader. Yeah, he's got 2 rings, but he happened to be there for the 2 rings. He's not the reason they got the 2 rings. If you're going to, I know you always try to tell me, if you're not going to pay him, then who are you going to get?
Right. What other options do you have in a league where quarterback is the most scarce position? There are arguably not more than 15 elite quarterbacks, 15 top-notch guys you can run a team with. Eli's on the cusp of that. Who else are you going to get? You're going to finish 16, 17, 14 in the draft, you're not going to get one of the great guys unless a Bridgewater for some reason or somebody like that drops down. I mean, the Russell Wilson third round pick is an anomaly. How do you not pay him?
You can get Timmy.
Tebow?
No, Timmy from 84th Street. That kid can throw a spiral just as good as Eli. And he looks like I guarantee he has a higher SAT score.
Yeah, you are not a fan. I know this contract has just been annoying you since the minute it was signed.
There are two things to it. One, the amount of guaranteed money, and there's a no trade clause. So you basically backed yourself into a corner. There's no way that you can get out of this contract. And just so you can have a quarterback that all the guys go into the huddle and they're looking at him and he's saying, "Dur, dur, dur," he's not going to lead your team to the promised land. I know Giants fans, you say every 4 years we're going to get to the Super Bowl, and yeah, he beat Tom Brady. No, he didn't beat Tom Brady. You guys had a ridiculous catch, and you guys had a great defense.
Yep,
he just happened to be there.
Yep.
He just happened to be there. Let's not confuse it.
Well, speaking of being there, and this is going to blow a lot of people's minds, the Chicago Cubs are likely going to make, now there's still a few weeks left in the season, so anything can go wrong, but the Chicago Cubs this week sent out playoff ticket request and lottery information to their fans. The Chicago Cubs are going to be in the playoffs.
That's amazing. I didn't think that I was actually going to hear about that in my lifetime.
Well, Theo Epstein, the front office, have done an amazing job bringing in young players, Bryant and Schwarber, Addison Russell. They've got two frontline starters, legitimate frontline guys for the playoffs, Lester and Jake Arrieta. You don't want to mess with these guys.
No, these guys are sick. Their bats are hot right now. They're playing good team defense. Madden, everybody thought this guy was crazy at the beginning of the year when he was talking playoffs. Hey, the guy's crazy like a fox because he's making it happen.
Yeah, I mean, one of the issues the Cubs do have is their bullpen. But outside of Buck Showalter, and arguably nobody else, Joe Madden manages a bullpen better than anybody in baseball. And there are some who would say better than Buck Showalter. And if that's the case, he's going to mix and match the right way to get these guys every advantage he can. He's not going to waste bullpen arms. He's not going to waste warm-ups. He's going to maximize value. And if he can shut down the one weakness by being a better manager, this team has a chance to go really far.
Yeah, Don Mattingly, take some notes because you've got way more talent than this guy does. And look at what he's doing with his and look what you're doing with yours.
Matt Williams could place a call and learn some things as well because the national season going down the drain.
Yeah.
Poor management. Well, Cubs fans, I'm pretty sure Steve Bartman won't be there if you make the playoffs. The Billy Goat might, but this could actually be your year. You're ahead of schedule by a couple years, but you've got young talent and you've got a future. So congratulations, Cubbies. Hey, thanks for joining us on the Fanzeal Weekend Review. I'm Justin Simon, Brandon Boykin. We're going to be here every week kind of recapping what has been going on, the biggest stories, our take. Plus, make sure you go to fanzeal.com, sign up for the weekly Sports Zeal. It's the funniest newsletter in sports, and you're not going to want to miss it.